Get batteries?
I got it. I just realized when I went to get my bread, I had it in my bag.
Breathalyzer?
No, we're gonna use it. You're not even drunk this show, right?
I've had 4.
Yeah, it would be good. We'll test you on Monday.
Or what?
4 Asian dicks my mouth.
Oh my gosh, that'll get you drunk.
Sure will. All right, exactly.
All fit.
Well, he does have a small mouth.
There you go. Well, I talk about doubling down on the small Asian thing.
Yes, and.
All right.
Hello? Hello?
Sorry, you guys might not have heard the song, but we are live.
We didn't hear the song.
What happened to the song?
I think the speaker was down there. I turned it on.
Oh, Garrett. Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, a rare flub from the studio. Wow. A rare misstep.
Rare.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
A rare misstep. No, I thought Aaron was calling. Anyway, Aaron Burke's gonna call because they want you to fight. You know about this now, right?
Sort of. I'm not really paying attention.
Gino, they called me today on my home phone, and then they called me. We're gonna talk about. Anyway, I guess my phone number comes up in my voicemail. So they start going, I'm not home. Call me at 917. So they had to cut it off. And Aaron called me like, oh, my God, are people calling? I go, no one listens to your show.
Right. Yeah, you probably cut off like a couple numbers.
Yeah, they didn't hear it anyway. All they heard was 917. And they said Garrett talked over it anyway. Anyway, so yeah, you're supposed to whatever.
I'm not boxing Gino Bisconte.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
How about Dolly? How about, what's her name?
Dalai Lama?
No, what's that other one?
Right.
Not Gino Bisconte, Dottie Biscotti. How about her?
His wife?
No.
Her
Some
girlfriend?
comic from Philadelphia or Florida.
You just take the entire town of Philadelphia and throw in a wood chipper. But not until I go to cheerleaders next weekend.
Why are you so in love with cheerleaders?
It's awesome.
Oh, Brian Kim's here.
Hi,
Hey,
Brian
what's
Kim.
up? What's
Hello.
up?
How are you, brother? Thank
Brian,
you.
you're Asian, of course.
Really?
Yeah, but Willie?
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but you quit your job or something?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't like it.
What was it?
Why? I
Were you
worked right
involved
across the
with
street.
human trafficking?
No, that would have been a good job.
Are you an Orchard of Asia?
I was a headhunter. You know headhunter?
Sure, of course.
Yeah, but I didn't like it. I was like, fuck
I
that.
didn't know they still did that.
Yeah, they still do it.
I thought people just got jobs online.
No, like for like the harder jobs, they still use the agencies.
What do you think about those families paying to get their kids into these schools? You're from Southern California, right?
Oh man.
And then one girl was such a cunt, and it's mostly parents trying to get their daughters in, because daughters a lot of times don't even want to go to college.
It's fucking it up for all the Asians out there.
Right. You guys are already fucking up every curve anyway. Yeah, but it's like the actress Lori Loughlin.
right.
It was 2 daughters, and then the fucking Felicity Huffington, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was her daughter, and it's a lot of daughters. So it's like the daughters, and then even fucking Lori Loughlin's cunt daughter was like, I'm at school. I don't even want to be at school. I'm here for the tailgates. And you paid money to get your cunt daughter into
Like
a fucking school.
$500,000.
Yeah, to get her into a fucking school. It's just fucking disgusting.
Yeah. I paid a guy to take my SATs.
No, you didn't.
I did.
But he looked like you, right? Because all Asians look alike?
Yeah, Tommy Kim.
No way. You paid him?
Yeah,
and
like-
what'd he get?
Like a 1490.
No way. And what would you have gotten?
Like 1,000.
Oh, my God. You're a fucking genius.
Yeah, but I don't know, because at school, like
Wait, why?
people would always cheat off me because I was Asian.
Of course.
And, like and I was taking a test, and then like this guy was cheating. I got mad at him because like during the whole time I was cheating off him.
Oh, and then he was cheating back at you?
Yeah. So-
I was so bad in French class that they would like create like a moat
Yeah. Right.
around me. So they'd have all, because I couldn't do it. I would just cheat. So then they would just, every desk around me would be empty, and they put everybody, and I'd still try to be like,
Really?
looking. Yeah, because what else can you do if you don't know the answer? You got to fucking cheat.
Like, gracias.
It's survival of the fittest. What are you gonna do?
Thank you.
One time, I took I shouldn't even been taking this. I was just so stupid. I was taking calculus in high school, And again, I couldn't keep up, you know. I shouldn't even been taking calculus, you know, because then I was around once I saw like more than 2 or 3 Asian kids, I was like, I shouldn't be in here, you know.
Well, the thing is,
Anyway, so anyway, I cheated, you know, and it was one of those things where you had to show all work.
Yeah.
And I cheated off the guy next to me, and then I just and it was a moderator.
Yeah.
It wasn't the teacher, so I just handed in the test, and I showed no work.
Yeah.
And then I would just said, well, he must have lost it. 'Cause I fucking aced that. Yeah. Me and the guy right next to me, we aced it. I would always get a couple of wrong just so I wouldn't be obviously cheating.
Well, it's like they said in the article that I listened to, they said that like basically the people like they would get their test back and they'd be like, oh my god, 1,500. The kid would be like, I'm a genius, and the kid's like eating paste and smoking weed and like had no idea. Like,
wait, who was saying that?
Saying like these proctors. I think you meant proctor.
Yeah,
these proctors would go and they would go to the SAT class or the test. They would take the test and then they would hand it in, and the proctor would like have another test like on their leg or whatever, and just pull it out and like actually do it for them.
Wow,
they're just normal people. You know, they're not like they're just normal people that's trying to make like money on their side.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean,
these the proctors and stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone's trying to make money. The guy started out, I think, just trying to make money, like giving people tips on how to get into better schools, and then he was like, okay, there are like fucking gray areas, like. You know, like they said in the article, nobody cares about sports like volleyball, or nobody knows who's good in volleyball. So they're like, oh, he's pretty good. And then, you know, you give somebody money, then they take money, and then who gives a fuck, you know?
And also, when you're a proctor, it's quite a gamble.
Procter and Gamble.
Thank you, Brian. There you go. Someone's paying attention. Exactly.
I got it, but I was like,
you better laugh or I'll scream at you.
I don't know how you know Procter and Gamble.
That's good.
You know what they make?
Crap.
Head and Shoulders.
Right?
Right. They make toothpaste. No, that's Johnson and Johnson.
No, they make toothpaste too.
Another 2 other guys.
Procter and Gamble. They're based in Cincinnati. Oh, look at Brian. Look at the thing on the thing.
What is it?
People are blaming.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
People are blaming Brendan Sagalow because he's always involved. He was there when Bam Najera flipped out.
Right.
I'm not good with names.
Sure, of course.
No, he was there when did you see the video on West Side when
West Side.
And Bam was right. I mean, Brennan was right there, huh?
I'm friends with Vincent Beadle. I was supposed to go to the show, and I couldn't make it, but I heard all about it.
So is he a manager or a comic or both or neither?
Comic, but he produces shows all over.
Vincent Beadle?
Yeah.
He also sells Volkswagens.
I like you when your fucking Gino's getting you riled up. Better.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're much more. I kind of miss him.
Bring him in there.
You losing your shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and Gino was actually talking over you while you're still screaming.
Oh.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched. I actually watched it.
He was yelling at Brendan. He was having a conversation with Brendan while you were screaming.
Right.
Still didn't stop.
No, why did you yell at him?
Because they came in
drunk.
Well, the drunk. I mean, here's the worst part. They deny they were drunk. I mean, what's it? Bill does. Bill's like, I was drunk, but they basically came into the show.
You deny you're drunk when you're drunk.
Drunk.
No, not now, but when you're drunk, you would deny it.
What are you, my sponsor?
Well, it's like nobody goes like, you got me, I'm drunk. Even Arthur, the whole movie was about him being drunk. He never said, I'm drunk.
No, I thought I was doing well with you. Now they came into the
That's part of the charm of drunks. They never admit they're drunk.
Right. And they sat down and we're doing a show with that guy Brad, and we're over here, and and Gino in particular, Gina in particular,
Brendan.
Kept saying it, kept just yelling on the mic, and just was being really obnoxious, and it just wasn't going.
He's not a good team player.
No.
Okay.
Gino, here's what Gino does. Gino does stand up where he doesn't have to where no one. He talks over everybody.
Yeah.
He's not having a conversation. And then he does his betting line where he just talks. He just does a show here. He just talks and talks and talks. So he's good at just talking.
I don't know if he remembers, but I actually went on the road with him with Richie Redding. When I was like just starting out.
Yeah. Who was headlining?
I think Richie
Nobody.
or Gino.
It sounds like a horrible show. Richie Redding and Gino co-headlining? Oh, my God.
Night of Middles.
Jesus, where's Brody Stevens when you need him?
He was hanging around.
Yeah. No, but then even Gino, when he does his show, He's just talking. That's why he's good at his show. Because when Aaron Berg's walking around, doing whatever, Gino's good at just filibustering. Right. But he's not good at just having a conversation. No. Even when he sits in on my show, he fucks up my show because he won't shut the fuck up.
Right. It's amazing.
No, he's got a mental problem.
I think so.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's in the past. Whatever. I like to move forward.
In the past? To move forward to what?
I don't know. To him. Where do you go up?
I mean,
like Brian always wants to move forward to nothing.
Yeah.
He'd be like, if he was a
show,
if he was a tour guide, he'd be like, let's move forward nowhere.
Let's go to another Grand Canyon.
No, 9/11 could have just happened. He goes, well, what about tomorrow?
Right.
Let's focus on what just happened.
Yeah. I bet the Chrysler Building's in trouble. Wow. Yeah. You know, it's just so I lost my temper on Gino and to a lesser extent Bill Schwartz, just because
Bill Schwartz.
What's his name?
It'd be funny if it's Bill Schwartz. You dirty Jew. You.
Brendan.
Bill Schultz.
Oh, Bill Schultz. Right.
Brendan was good. I thought Brendan would handle it great.
Yeah, you know, he was good.
But I didn't even know he was talking until I watched the clip. He's talking to Gino the whole time because Gino won't shut the fuck up. He's giving Brendan shit for saying he was whatever. Well, I don't even know what the conversation was, but I'm like, wow, this guy's he's amazingly annoying.
Yeah, I love that video though. Turning into the
fucking it's a whole thing.
And Garrett said it would have been funny if you because you were in a t-shirt because they made you take off your green shirt. Because it would have been funny if you just like your head screaming with a scarf.
That's what I thought. Like I had that thought 2 days ago because I was like, it'd be so great if I had that green shirt on because I would just been this Burberry scarf, floating head, bright red.
Yeah, it might have went viral. Yeah, even Jimmy Martinez wants you on his show.
I know.
He said you're the real deal.
Yeah, well, he's a real. Takes one to know one.
Yeah, you're the real. Can't say bad words anymore.
No, because like when I was going to school, like the Mexican people would call me Chino, and I would get mad. I would fight them.
No, you wouldn't.
I did fight them.
Wow.
Yeah,
they all got those.
Vargas.
They got those gangs.
Yeah. Tiger style.
But I did taekwondo. You know, I have to defend my honor. You know.
Right.
Brian's a yellow belt.
No.
That's because I pissed on it.
No, that's just my skin color. I'm black belt, black and yellow.
You are?
Yeah.
I gotta hook you up with Esther Koo.
Yeah.
Where you guys talk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's going good.
But she's Chinese, right?
Yeah, she is.
She don't live here, right?
No, I'm gonna go visit her April 5.
And she lives where?
In France.
Of course she does.
I met her
here,
Asian?
Though.
Yeah, she's Chinese.
Oh my God! You going away to France?
Oh, I'm gonna visit her.
So what are you doing for money if you don't have a job?
Collecting unemployment.
So they fired you?
Well, the thing is, I quit, but I think they're gonna it's like it was like a mutual thing, you know. I guess yeah.
You didn't like it because of the hours, or it was the shitty job?
Yeah, like it was a long hours, and also like my immediate superior, he was always kind of like I don't know,
riding her ass.
That's why Brian's wife quit for the same reason. Your boss was an asshole, right?
I just it just didn't give me enough like freedom to do like what I want to do. You know, I want to focus on like comedy and writing and all that stuff. And then this one is like
Yeah, if it's time consuming, it is hard.
It's 8:30 to 6 p.m. every day.
Yeah, because you don't have any time, you know. And if you want to do spa, you don't even have a time to. Even when my wife was working, you know. She would come home at like 8 o'clock, and then I have a spot at 10. I don't have any time to fucking get my head right, you know, or try to come up with anything.
Yeah, and it just wasn't making me happy.
You know? Yeah, you gotta be happy. Life's short.
Yeah. So I can do this.
That's what they tell me.
Shout out Nick Nowicki.
Wait, so what are you doing so are you paying your rent?
Yeah, I have some money saved up a little bit. I'm gonna take a acting class. I'm gonna be an actor. You know?
Okay, great.
You know. And
I think you might get typecast.
Right.
Wait, I'll take it.
Hangover 5.
I'll take it. Is he like a role model for you guys, that Ken Jeong?
You know, I always like Bobby Lee a lot more. I haven't watched Ken Jeong's special. I never really found.
I didn't even think he was a stand-up.
Yeah, he started as a stand-up.
He did?
He did like Hymns of Comedy with like Bobby Lee.
Oh, right.
But I always like
he
Bobby
wasn't
Lee.
an actor first, and then he did stand-up?
I think he started out as stand-up, and then Judd Apatow discovered him, and then that's when he like fucking exploded, you know.
Judd Apatow's like a little more duck sauce. Hey, wait a minute, you could be an actor.
Judd Apatow, he came at me the other day. Again,
really?
Again.
He loves you.
I had no idea I didn't talk about this on Monday. No, because Kumia told me about it. After I did my show on Monday, Kumia goes, "Oh, I saw Judd Apatow retweeted something you did." I go, "He did?"
Yeah.
Because he don't follow me on Twitter, you know.
Right.
So anyway,
What did he retweet? What was it?
So no, because Sunday night I was like in a bad mood. I got in a fight with my wife. I was just basically, I was away from. We have a third floor area in my building where it's like the gym and the fucking general area where you can just hang around and nobody knows you're down there. So I was just laying low. And I was just, I was fucking nasty tweeting. Not even nasty, just trying to get jokes. I was trying to like write, quote unquote, write, but spending most of my time on Twitter. Anyway, so that was the last episode of Crashing.
Oh, right.
So and under the at HBO Crashing, it wasn't even Pete Holmes or Judd Apatow. At HBO Crashing, Pete Holmes is giving comedy tips.
Okay.
Like comedy advice, and I said,
Like Goldman.
Like
Gary
yeah.
Goldman
So I said their show just got canceled. Now he's giving comedy tips. That's funny.
And then
So Judd Apatow comes at me at like 3 a.m. So I didn't even see it. He comes at me. He goes, yeah, well, we got canceled right after your first appearance. Coincidence?
You should fucking get over with.
What was the first time?
So then I'm like, is he kidding? So I'm thinking he's a little annoyed, that I'm like, because it is kind of a cheap shot for me to go after. But I was making a joke. It is funny to be giving comedy tips when your show it's like a doctor giving fucking medical tips when he's being sued by somebody. You know what I mean? Why he's at malpractice court, Yeah. So I just thought it was like, it wasn't even Pete Holmes doing it. It was HBO trying to fucking promote their show or whatever. But I just thought like, what the fuck? I'll take a shot. And even I was looking at the comments and everybody was just knew it was a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he didn't even comment on it. He retweeted it. So now it looks like, so then I look like a bitch and he's like going, this motherfucker. So I guess it's good nature, but I still feel like a bit of a cunt.
Yeah.
Like a bit of a troll.
Yeah, right.
And he's trolling me back. He's like, know your fucking place. But that's my whole gig now. I don't know my place.
Right.
Isn't that the whole gig? I go after fucking Bill Burr. Where's my chopper?
Yeah. Chopper. We're going to Martha's Vineyard for oysters.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, if I said how great the show was and it was such an honor to even be on it, it wouldn't have heard nothing. Huh?
And then
Yeah, but I wouldn't have heard anything.
Yeah,
but if
yeah,
I say anything like a joke about it, he's like, yeah, what the fuck,
You said this is your second time. What happened the first time?
Then the first, when I was on Crashing, Judd Apatow put out on Instagram, again, he don't follow me, he put out a meme about a scene. It was me and Will Sylvans. Okay, now everybody knows Will Sylvans isn't funny. That's a given. Okay, and that's rare because most black guys are funny.
Yeah,
But Will
Will
Sylvans is Haitian.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's me, a little scene with me and Will Sylvans, and Will has the funny line, and so I basically said, I didn't watch the whole scene, the whole episode. I didn't watch what I did. So anyway, I commented. I said, yeah, they took out all the funny stuff I did. Typical show business. They fucked me again. And then Judd Apatow, again, he don't follow me. It wasn't on his. It was on the Comedy Sellers Instagram thing. He comes in and he goes, sorry, Kevin, that was the funny stuff that you did. Basically, like, we did use your funny stuff.
Oh, shit.
So then I commented back. I go, sorry, sir. Like I was really like, I learned my lesson. But then I didn't learn my lesson because a week later I'm fucking chiming back in again.
Hey, at least you have his attention.
Yeah, so now he knows at least I'm like in character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The character on the show was an asshole.
Yeah, you know your voice.
Like a negative asshole, and that's
brand.
Yeah, I'm staying on brand.
Yeah, there you go.
So maybe I'll do it. Maybe it'll be like The Bachelor when one guy gets voted off, they bring him back next year as a new Bachelor. So maybe I'll be the new Crashing.
Knocked up too.
Knocked up too.
Exactly. Kevin, you got me pregnant.
No, it is funny. Like if you say something negative, it always gets people's attention.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
true.
I'm like, this guy's got. I listen. He's got to be busy.
Yeah.
So to see what I did on Twitter when he doesn't follow me, it wasn't a comment. It wasn't a comment off of his tweet or Pete Holmes's or anybody. It was off of fucking Crashing HBO at Twitter. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. So even a guy that busy will still find negative shit about him.
Yeah.
But plus everybody kisses his ass. That's just the nature of showbiz. Everybody's afraid of Judd Apatow. As they should be. If you're an actor or comic.
Break you.
Did you watch the end of the last episode? Did you watch it? Did you?
No, I've only seen the first season. I haven't.
Did you?
No.
No, it was just. I guess the culmination was he opened for John Mulaney and something like he made it to.
Yeah.
He made it to some level.
ST like going like this, like a genie, like.
It's so. Listen. I don't watch any of these shows. Like I said, I used to watch Louis' FX show when I would be on the road. If I was drunk, I would come home Saturday night from a gig. I'd be at the hotel.
Stripper sweat.
And then they have like these they run Louis' show over and you know after a while there's nothing else to watch those crime shows on MSNBC.
Yeah.
So I would watch Louis' show and I'm like, okay, it's not great, but it's like at least it's realistic. You know what I mean? It's Louis.
Jobs, you know?
It's Louis. He's divorced. He's kind of miserable. Blah blah blah. But Crashing was all make believe. Like Pete Holmes is not an open micer. He's it's like so.
Like
you know?
40-some years old.
Yeah, but also he had the scene where he had to pretend like he didn't know John Mulaney. Like they're peers. Him and John Mulaney are peers, so he has to be like John Mulaney.
Right.
You know, John Mulaney's like, hey, talking down to him, but you can't even talk down to him because he's 6'6".
Right.
Yeah.
You should have got an Asian kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like an earnest Asian kid whose parents don't want him to do stand up, and he fights them.
Sounds like you're describing.
It's like it's like one of those classic. We want you to be a doctor or a lawyer,
Right.
Or like a something that Asian people do, weatherman, and.
I told my dad. I told my dad I was like, Dad, I want to be an actor, and he was like, it's pronounced doctor. Yeah, I said,
Is that one of your jokes?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's actually funny. But that would be more realistic. You know what I mean? The parents are mad. Where his thing was, I guess, about religion and how you work in comedy as as a quote unquote Christian guy.
Well, that's the thing. My dad was actually a pastor too, didn't
Minister.
he? Yeah.
You would be great at something like that.
Yeah.
You should redo is there like a channel you could be on like where they do
Plus,
It is a
if you're,
channel actually.
plus if you're Asian, they don't have to worry about like acting because you're Asian.
Yeah.
You guys all act alike. You know, it can't like when you laugh, you all have that laugh. Your eyes get closed when you laugh, and
No, it just opened.
so he can't be like be more like you guys are all the same.
Yeah,
so he can't really even direct you. So you don't have to worry about acting.
Yeah. Well,
Like, when they do kung fu movies, they go like be more. You know, they're all Asian.
Yeah.
instead of crashing it could be called sleeping on a futon.
Right.
Yeah.
You
You
can
can
have
stay for 2 days.
IKEA can be the sponsor because you guys make all your own stuff.
That's
Thinking
true.
more like fuck me in my asshole, the place where you could get really shitty furniture. God damn it, I fucked
Bob's Furniture.
Or why not?
Raymore Flanagan.
No, it's like a
That being said, shout out to Crashing and Pete Holmes and Judd Apatow.
Yeah,
No, I would like. I mean, Judd Apatow. Listen,
Yeah.
you got to. He knows what he's doing. You know, he's like one of those coaches. You know, if you're a fan of a football team and they hire some coach, you're like, at least he knows what he's doing. Sure. Judd Apatow knows what he's doing. He knows how to make shows. So this show didn't click really necessarily. Now that it canceled, everybody's like, oh, I love that show. Everybody's chiming in. I love the show. But you didn't hear much of that while the show was happening. You
Why
know?
did it get canceled?
It's like Brody Stevens fucking dies. People are like, oh my God. Like everybody comes out of woodwork. Fucking the manager of the Cubs. It was like, so it's kind of like that where like no one says anything until it's murdered, you know?
I was thinking of Pier 1 Imports.
Pier 1. So anyway, I want to give a shout out to Judd Apatow. If any of you guys are listening, don't be like, Kevin Brennan shit on you. Say like how great I think he is, you know? No, but he is. His movies are good.
They're not.
They're good.
Super bad and 40-year-old virgin.
That 40-year-old virgin was
Good,
fucking.
yes.
40-year-old virgin
I
was
like
great.
Funny People. I like the one that everyone else hated. Funny People.
Yeah, and he probably loved that. And I watched the one he did at the This Is Your Life at 40 or This Is 40.
Yeah.
I lived in LA at the time, and that was like pretty realistic. So I don't even know how he wrote it because it was like a struggling couple. And he's not struggling, but I guess when you're 40 and you got little fucking kids, everything's the same. So he's good at making what he makes.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
Crashing, like whether you like it or not, it was getting like comics a lot of jobs. I mean, it was good for yeah. You were on
got a
it.
job.
Yeah, if they hired you.
Yeah, I know. Kevin was
get
like,
too mad.
hey, kids, we're having food tonight.
So I do shit on a lot of people, and I was trolling him a little bit, but he's good at what he does. I'll say that. I'm not. You can put me on a lie detector. He's good at what he makes. Good movies. He makes
The
good
alcohol
shows.
breath thing. If you're drunk, turns out you're shit.
Yeah, somebody sent me this in the mail. We're gonna test Brian's alcohol. I wasn't set up for. I just realized it was here when I was looking for my raisin bread. It's in my
batteries
bag.
or no?
No, we'll do it on Monday. Go ahead, caller.
We already have one too that works. So.
Oh, really?
You guys have an
Yeah, They sent me this in a bag.
Kevin,
Yeah.
it's Aaron Berg. How are you?
Oh,
Is that your intro music?
Yeah, that's right. Because next week we want Gino Bisconte to challenge Brian P. McCarthy in a Boozy boxing match.
are we boxing like a boxing ring?
No, right
We
here.
want you to box Gino. We want to have seeing spots versus liver spots.
What spots?
I want drunken rich guy versus drunken homeless guy. You two hate each other. Why not take it out in the ring? We're going to get you oversized boxing gloves and headgear, and we want it to go. And Brian, if you can't see Gino, we'll put bells on him.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Are you gonna? Or how are you gonna decide who wins? You're just gonna have a judge, like me and you're gonna judge.
We're
and
going to
Keith?
have a referee, not a judge. This is not a trial for that Asian guy sitting there who drove over a baby. This is a boxing match.
So the judge is gonna be the. I mean, the referee's gonna be the judge. Who he's gonna decide who wins?
That's correct, Kevin. And there will be a ring girl. Gabby Hoffman will come in every round and hold up a card.
How many
These stars will sing "Living
How many-
in America" like
many
Apollo
rounds?
Creed.
How many rounds is
It'll
Brian
be
Kim?
as
Brian
many
Kim,
as
how do you
we
say
need.
rounds?
I think
Rounds?
we could do
That's
5 rounds.
Wow.
You train him. I'll train Gino.
Wow. All right.
How many minutes per round?
You like fall down the stairs 20 times.
There's no stairs. We'll make sure that there's no stairs, and you can't have your stick.
Oh, wow. This is really,
No.
Wait, this is very strict.
it's really enough, right?
This is Wednesday, 1 week from today. We
1
do a
week? How are we going to
pay-per-view
train? This is like a
conference.
Rocky movie. How am I going to train a drunk blind guy in a week?
Mickey, you
Hey,
They're
Rock.
both in horrible shape. There's no way we can save either of them. Let's just get them to throw a few punches.
How are you going to do 5 rounds? 5 rounds a minute each?
3 rounds, 3 minutes each.
Okay, that makes more sense.
You got to do 1 minute
And-
rounds. There's no way
I
they're
will
making.
bet-
3
Yeah,
minutes.
that's right. Garrett's right. You got to do 1 minute rounds. Do 3 1 minute rounds.
Hey, right now, that Gino Biscotti will crumble like an Italian cookie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the trash talk
That's
is
right.
on. If
That's
Gino
right,
was
Gina.
awake, he'd say something to you from his car.
No, you know what they got to do? You know what they got to do? They got to have like a weigh-in where you guys do a lot of pun insults at them.
Sure, exactly. Right. Can we do it like the Civil War where you could hire like somebody else to fight for you? Can I pay like
Or like Brian do with his SATs.
like $1,000?
Get any black guy off the street to
those
beat the fuck out of
One
Gino.
of those Nigerians that help that black gay
You
guy and
cannot
like
do that.
yeah, all right. Well, I'm saying I can just tap out. Some guy's like, "Hello there." I'm
need to
like,
know
I'll be at Sullivan's.
John O'Sullivan's. All right, we're in. It's next Wednesday. It's got to be Wednesday, or you want to do 2
Doesn't
weeks?
have to be. We can toggle the date around and see how we can build
Let's
it up.
do
But as
2
long
weeks
as you're
from.
in,
Let's do 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
Like the Super Bowl, we have more time to promote it, and then we'll do a weigh-in. We'll do a weigh-in next Wednesday.
You like Don Queen?
Perfect. And you and I will bet. I will bet you my Christmas bonus versus yours.
Right. Perfect.
Ah, this guy's all right.
He's all right.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
what-
I'm going to tell everybody. We're going to release it now. It's going to be big news.
I'm going to tell everybody. He turns to his
And-
daughter.
and-
Dear daughter, did you hear the news? She's like, Goo Goo Gaga. I'm going to tell
She's napping
everybody.
right now, but when she wakes up, she's going to be
She
very
wakes
excited.
up, right.
And then Brian, I'll call you about that private gig we need to talk about. That's on the side. It doesn't mean we're friends. All
Fair
right.
enough.
I'll talk
All
to
right,
you soon.
fair enough. I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah, he wants you to host
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He wants
Go
you.
down.
He wants you to host the thing at your
I'm
at
into
the
it.
school.
I'm happy to do it.
But then you can present. You can make a presence there, and then he does all the time.
Sure.
And you can just be the goofy. I think it's just gonna be you and him, but
Okay.
But you can just be goofy, and then he
He can run the show. I sure can't.
yeah, because he does. I mean, he can do an hour anyway without.
Absolutely.
Especially with a situation like that, it'll
gotten
just
to fight
make fun of
before?
anybody.
Yeah.
Are you really Taekwondo or no?
I did Taekwondo. Yeah, until I was like high school,
Okay.
and then I stopped.
Right. And you're like 30 now?
32.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
brought them to-
they would make so many great movies about you, like the Karate Kid, where the kid's Asian and the trainer is like Mr. Miyagi's like white. You know what I mean?
like one time I was like in.
You're such a sweet kid, and I would think it'd be hard to get you to be angry enough to beat up somebody.
Well, one time I was team captain, right?
That's a, wow.
then-
Whoa! Oh no!
And I was running the.
You're wearing the varsity.
Yeah, and I was
thing?
wearing
Is that the-
I was wearing my varsity uniform with my short shorts.
your
And then-
redder?
Yeah, and then there was like these Hispanic kids, and they were fucking with my practice, and my coach wasn't there, so I was leading the practice. They were like stealing our like tennis balls.
Where were you? Were you in the Compton? Was it a
School,
bad
in
neighborhood?
North Hollywood High School.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough over
So
there.
they were like come and steal our tennis balls, and then like all these guys are looking up to me like, oh, you're tennis team captain. So I had to like fight him. I
Did
threw
you switch into your taekwondo
Of
outfit?
course. He was so surprised because there's this tennis team guy, and then like he's getting his ass beat. You know.
You beat him up?
Yeah, and then he called like his superior, and then his superior came and I beat him up too.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he was the superior was 20 years old. I was like,
Superior of what? What do you mean?
I don't know.
He
Just
was the
like
superior of the gang?
No, like
He was the
a
gang leader?
older Hispanic guy.
Where's it? Your knife's not even sharp.
Yeah,
The president of the gang?
yeah. So I and then like after the
Fighting the
after
treasurer?
like, yeah, and all the tennis team like members was like, wow, you're our captain,
Oh my God, you're a fucking natural leader.
Din my cup of din.
captain.
Dead Poet Society.
I still don't know why you moved here and then your girlfriend lives in France. You
Well, I
got
met
you
my
got a
girlfriend
central.
here when-
I know, but it still don't work.
Yeah, I mean we
You do a lot of Skyping. You do a lot of jerking off.
Yeah, a lot of that.
You really jerk off on Skype?
I'll like we do like sexual stuff on
On like an iPhone or an iPad or whatever?
yeah, or like on the computer like stuff like
You
that.
have roommates, so they hear you.
I don't know. Yeah.
You make a lot of like karate noises when you come.
Hello. Yeah.
Tiger style!
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't really laugh because my chest is still fucked up.
It's a good show to be on then. You'll be
What's wrong with your chest? What happened?
Because I fucking landed on my
Oh,
thing, and,
okay,
and now
yeah.
I have whatchamacallit, like burning sensation in my chest.
Alzheimer's.
I went to the doctor yesterday, and my wife wanted to go too because after I did Kumia's show on Monday because Lando couldn't talk. So after I do the show, this woman comes out to me. She's like a 50-year-old white lady, so she had credibility with me. She goes, you have a broken collarbone. I go, what do you mean? She goes, that's why you're getting the burning sensation because your arm hurt before and now you're moving your arm more, so it's fucking up your collarbone. So I told my doctor that. I told my wife first, and she goes, wait, some crazy lady at Kumia told you have a broken collarbone, and you listen to her.
Yeah.
So my wife wanted to go to the doctor. So I tell my doctor this, and she goes, "Your collarbone's not broken." I go, "Well, why? Well, what's going on with my thing?" She goes, I guess the muscles, or whatever, or
Gotta get
stretching."
acupuncture.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she makes me get an X-ray of my arm because she goes, your arm's still not straight. But I go, well, yeah, but my arm's doing fine. I'm shaving, I'm shitting, all the things I need to do.
I'm shitting.
But I still got a burning sensation in my fucking chest when I move my arm. She goes, well, she's not worried about that. I go, well, what kind of fucking doctor are you? That's why you always want an Asian doctor.
Yeah.
When I was in California, all my doctors were Asian. And lady, they were fucking good. Oh, when they checked my prostate, oh my God.
At the end of the weekend, you'd be like, let's go to Catalina.
Oh my.
Check your prostate, and you're like, hey, you're a dentist. What
I had a tip. Long story short, I tipped her.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because she made me come.
Orchards of Asia.
Yeah, Orchards of Asia. No, but I had an Asian doctor in West something. What's it called? West LA? No, not West Hollywood.
Oh, but get
LA.
acupuncture. Have you ever gotten it before? It works.
No.
Yeah. They put like needles. Where,
Don't you get addicted and then you always got to get it done?
That's a different needle.
Yeah, we got you at a bad time. You're a mess today.
Yeah, right?
It was too much excitement on Monday, right?
Yeah, it was pretty done. Yesterday was
What
Friday.
time did you get up today? 5?
Yeah, it was up 5
You need
a.m.
a nap.
I'm all right. I'll be fine.
Why'd you wake up so early?
I had a nightmare that there was a home invasion of my apartment, and I woke up at 5 a.m. like this. I was like, ah! And then I just was up 5 a.m. So
Wow.
I had a nightmare that I was like, I was basically squatting in someone's house with one of my sisters.
okay.
I think we're about to have sex, and then the
go.
people walked in who
Your
had,
sister?
Yeah, and then the people walked in who had the apartment,
Oh.
and we're like, no, hanky panky. We were just here because I used to hang out here. Like, I guess the apartment used to be empty. It was real weird, and I woke up and I'm like, but I didn't come in my pants, so that's cool, right?
Yeah.
That means I'm no perv.
You know, perv, right? You're like, where's this apartment? Cockblock Street?
Trying to fuck my sister in my dream.
Have you
That's
guys
fucked
ever?
up. You have any Asian sisters, and are they fuckable?
I have a younger sister.
So I guess that's.
Fuckable.
Yeah. And she's a violinist.
Oh my God, you guys are.
I'm tennis team captain. She's violinist.
By the way, tell her I said cello.
Violin.
Edit cello.
She wants to have an affair, no strings attached.
Yeah.
It's
on a roll today.
It's every day.
I came out of my corner.
That's why we're doing 2 days a week. Wait till he really gets going. We'll get 3 days a week.
Don't worry, I'm fit as a fiddle.
Yeah.
So she plays the cello or no?
Violin.
And your parents
She's
must.
getting a PhD.
Oh, your parents must be horrified by you.
Oh no, they love people.
She's a
they
PhD and she
gave up.
plays the violin.
Yeah.
And she's in like the Philharmonic or something.
Yeah, she's actually playing like for
Travels the world.
yeah, she just like
And a PhD.
well, she's working on it. She's like on her
Oh
final.
my God!
Yeah.
And you're a fucking bad comic in New York. And I'm not saying you are. I'm saying that's how your parents look at it.
Yeah.
Well, I think they just like gave up now. They're just like fuck.
When that guy walked out with that tell her cello.
Yeah. Yeah.
I play the Philharmonica.
I played the buffoon in high school.
Did you guys play instruments?
No, I didn't do anything. I'm really ashamed of my high school years. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was on intramurals 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it said in my yearbook.
Yeah, I was.
Intramurals 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I played violin too. That's why like.
Are you so good? Can you still play it?
Fuck that.
No, fuck that. You're like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm French horn now. No ghosts. That's what we do.
Take that out. Take that part out.
Chip Chipperson. Right. So she plays, but she doesn't play professionally, right?
She date a white
is
guy?
going to.
She date a white guy?
Yeah, I think she's dating a
my-
white guy.
Oh my God, she's like a dream for your parents.
Yeah, yeah.
They want you to date Asian. They don't really, right?
Well, now it's just like they don't really give a fuck. They just want me to choose someone.
No, but your sister, they want her to date Asian.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think
Guy, you really
parents,
should-
My parents are really conservative, so I think if they had it, like if they wanted, like the perfect, thing, they
druthers?
want to have her marry a Korean guy.
Yeah, but you know what? Korean, we've got enough of them. You know what I mean? How slanted do you want your eyes? You want them so slanted you can't even fucking drive at night? No, I'm saying like tell her to mix the races. They're beautiful babies.
Yeah.
Half Asian, half white.
Well,
Beautiful.
I like it's my understanding like my sister's boyfriend treats her really well. Like he'll buy her like Gucci purses.
That's
and
too
like,
bad.
And like
Wait
my
till they get
dad-
married. Then I'll slap her around.
Yeah. Because like my cousin is like just got married to a Asian guy, and now she makes Gucci purses.
Oh.
That guy was doing his best.
You shoehorned it right in.
He's worse than you.
Like that.
Tell everybody cello. Go ahead, caller.
What do you have?
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, Tom, what's up?
Tom.
I don't know. Just fucking go ahead, caller.
Thanks.
Mike and a Mad
All
Dog.
right.
What do you got on the Odell Beckham trade?
All right. Well, that's a great trade. I don't give a fuck about the Giants, but I called about. I just got cirrhosis diagnosed today, and there's a lot of drinkers out there, and I'm only 33, so I'm warning you guys, man. Take it easy.
So with cirrhosis, what does that mean?
Is this Jim Stansel?
Wind up.
Yeah, that's right.
It is Jim.
Yeah, it's me.
And so you for real you have cirrhosis of the liver?
No, it's not him, but I'm a big fan. I do have cirrhosis, and I'm a big fan. I listen all the time.
How'd you
and
get it? Let's talk about your
How'd I get?
cirrhosis.
Did you get hit by a car? How'd you get it? Brian goes, how'd you get it? By bad luck.
Well,
hanging out at Sullivan's.
Stepped in a manhole.
Yeah, I've been drinking since 15. I'm 33. They just told me today I have it, so I don't know how much longer I got, but I'm just telling you, I see a lot of shenanigans going on over there, so calm down a little bit, because you will get it too.
Wait, what are the symptoms? And there's no, and can't you just stop drinking? It'll go away.
Well, I'm a fucking alcoholic, man. You need to go to get pills and go to detox and all this shit. So you never know, but
Switch to light beer.
what?
Switch to light beer.
Do you have a job? Do you have to quit your job?
I had to quit my job, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. So how are you going to pay for all this rehab and stuff?
Well, my parents have money, so thankfully.
Are you gonna know? Did you notice what were your symptoms?
My
Good
symptoms,
times.
I can tell you, vomiting, you can't hold food down, you're just coughing, yakking, everything comes up.
How much were you
And,
drinking every day?
I drank about a liter of vodka.
Wow.
Who's got that kind of time?
I mean, if you go to bed early and you kind of work,
You live. You live at
Well, no,
home. You live at home now.
Yeah, I live. I live at home. Yeah, I live at home.
He's 33. What do you expect?
You lived at home the whole time you were drinking.
Yeah.
Well, so you're almost enabled by your lifestyle, right? Because you don't have any rent, so you just live in it. You live in it, and you're drinking, and no responsibilities.
Right, but I'm really good at hiding it. You know, I'm really good at hiding the fact that I'm drunk.
It's like an after-school special. So,
the more you know.
Have you tried to stop though, or like did you just keep going?
What?
Is your liver gone, or can they rescue it?
No, it's pretty much gone. It's gone. So
You have to get a liver transplant.
yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Don't get one
But,
from Gino Bisconte.
No, I'm not. I
probably.
won't get one from Gino. But you know, it's a long waiting list. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, good luck. So you're basically calling in to tell everybody that just drink recklessly to maybe watch it.
Yeah, because it's too much. You're drinking hard liquor every single day. That's a problem. So don't do that.
No.
And where do you live?
I'm from Watertown, Massachusetts, right near Boston.
Yeah. So I think that'll make you drink. It's cold a lot. I think where it's cold weather, they drink more.
Some vodka, this chowder.
Yeah. You know
Watertown, Mass. All right, well, call in, keep us posted for real. Call in, keep us posted on. Maybe we'll try to get your liver on our show.
Hang in there.
All right. Thanks you, Kevin. Bye.
All right,
Thank you.
bye.
Take it easy. Jeez.
I wish we were a medical show instead of a comedy show. This puts us on the spot a little bit.
Dr. Steve, wow, you've got to make sure your fat pad is not covered in triple sec.
So you worry about that, or do they can't? Can they check your liver before? I mean, can they? My question is, do they just find out where you have cirrhosis, or are there symptoms before you get to that point?
I don't know, Jim.
Call Dr.
I
Steve.
don't want to call shenanigans on Jim at all, but I don't know. I mean, I have full blood work done because of my eyes, like once every 3 months, and they check for everything. And so, can I feel my liver throb once in a while? Sure, but don't we all feel our organs?
And then you tell a lady at the massage place to do it extra heavy on the liver.
I go I'll turn myself over. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm getting to the age now. Like I got a hernia. I got my arms fucked up. Like it does get little fucked up in your head where you're like, holy shit, my body's breaking down. You know.
And I will say, drinking a liter of vodka a day, which is basically one of those bottles of vodka a day,
Yeah.
that'll fuck you up.
That's just poisoning yourself. Vodka even tastes like poison. Like if you drink it straight, and it tastes like fucking bad medicine. If you told somebody like drink this is your medicine, they'd be like, it's disgusting. But if it gets you.
But
if
you
it
can
gets
mix
you drunk,
it though, like.
No, but I'm saying they mix it and then it makes you drunk. So that
and then you
people
drink more.
and then people forget. The more you drink, that's why I say after one glass of red wine, you can't tell a good red wine from the other one because after a while
You just don't taste it.
Yeah, because your senses get numbed.
Yeah, 33 though. Wow, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he's kind of a fake call.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But if it's not, I do want him to call and keep us posted because it is a kind of a.
He's awfully sanguine. He's like, yeah, I'll take some pills. I have no liver left.
Well, I think he lives at home, so I think he's like protected that way and
Comfortable.
But you can't really hide it. Like if you're drinking a liter a day, I mean.
Well, vodka is an easy one to hide
because it doesn't smell. Yeah.
Plus,
When I saw Leaving Las Vegas, I thought about drinking myself to death because I thought I'd get a hot girl with it, and I could play a lot of blackjack.
Right. Just lay around by the pool all day at blender
And
drinks.
she'd be like, I don't want you to die. I'd be like, no, I want to die, even though you're fucking 10.
Right.
And you're a hooker. That's my fantasy woman anyway. A hooker that's a 10 that loves me.
Right.
Because I used to drink a lot,
She
too.
fucks everybody else, and then
Okay.
you quit cold turkey, right?
Yeah, I quit.
How you say it in Asian?
Just hit a year, actually, February.
Do you go to meetings and stuff?
Yeah.
Ryan, how do you say cold turkey in Asian?
Cold turkey.
So you quit because you were drinking a lot, right?
I was drinking like a lot, but it wasn't like a liter of vodka a day.
'Cause you were in New York and you were lonely. You were homesick.
It was just like you're in the scene and you're
Everybody's
at the bar,
drinking.
everyone's drinking.
So if you don't smoke pot, you got to kind of drink, right?
Yeah, well, I was doing pot and drinking. I was like doing all of it, and then it was just like fucking up with my entire shit.
You have roommates?
Yeah.
And did they get mad at you? Didn't you have some incident where you shit the bed or something, or you did something weird?
No. But
You wound up in one of your roommates' beds. Oh, that was me with my sister. Anyway, so.
No, my roommates, like, I've been sober for a while now, so, like, I wasn't drinking when but, yeah, it was just, like, fucking up my comedy and shit and just, like, my relationships.
Sure you're not still drinking?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sometimes I wish I have, like, drinking dreams, though. Like, even just yesterday, I was having, like, a drinking dream. Yeah, it's, like, all the time.
I kind of quit, and I kind of miss it, but then when I drink, I'm like, it becomes like a burden, you know?
Yeah.
Just being like in my head, I'm like, I'm slow. I feel like I'm just like I almost drink myself, so I'm like a little retarded, you know, where I'm just like, eh.
Yeah. Well, I was using it as an escape. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, even
I want to escape into retardation. That's me.
4 + 4 is 11.
No, where you just feel dumb, like your brain's just dumb, and you're like, this is happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, caller.
What do you got?
Try to keep it. Try to keep it upbeat. I'm dying of cancer. I have 3 weeks to live. Can you do a benefit for me? Can your boxing match be a benefit for me?
Feel cool cats like.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I do want Kyle Grooms. Fuck, I don't know where it is, but I retweeted it. It turns out, you know Kyle Grooms?
Yeah, he has like
He has a brain tumor.
Yeah, it's heavy shit.
So, and I guess in a post I retweeted, I think it was Marina's post, but in a post he said he just lost his health insurance, but it's like, that's why you got to keep your health insurance. And for a guy like him, he was probably a single guy. His health insurance was probably nothing, but that's why you just got to fucking keep it because you don't know. So now he's got to ask people for money.
Yeah, but even with the insurance, it's costly.
I know, but still, you're still protected. They can only get so much money out of you if you have no matter how basic the insurance is, they can only get so much out of you. You know, because even when I got my X-ray yesterday. They were like, well, my doctor's, because I was gonna have to pay out of my copay, so I don't know what they're gonna charge me, but because I have insurance, they're contracted with the insurance company. They can only charge so much. So even if it's on my copay, it was only like $300, you know. If I didn't have insurance, they would be like, oh, well, it's $5,000. But so even if you're sick, if you have any kind of insurance, the insurance basically they have deals with the hospitals and with the doctors to keep the rates down, you know. So now this poor guy, you know, they don't know if it's malignant, but anyway. They still got to fucking go into his brain. Well, I don't want people fucking with my brain.
No.
But I have to be real drunk.
Right.
Let someone fuck. Yeah, go ahead. Go up there.
Get in there,
I don't feel nothing.
Cut in there.
Just keep the TV on. You got Cinemax.
Right. Oh, I'm watching Cheers. Shelley Long.
Hey, Norm. I like the mailman the best.
I have pets. Don't get too hungry.
What flavor?
Exactly. My dog.
Do you get mad that they still make the eating dog and cat jokes?
Well, you know, it's just like it's jokes. You know, I don't.
But in LA,
hack, you know, it
is hack, but that's a specialty. But in LA, there's a lot of there's a lot of reputation that you guys eat dogs and cats, right?
Sure, but you know, it's just like a hack thing.
You haven't seen any of that, right?
No, I mean people make jokes about it, but
you haven't. I mean, you've never heard about a family eating dog, right?
Oh, I think that's like more like rural places.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
He means 10 minutes outside of Seoul. He's literally there's a subway line.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. No,
they call it soul food. Get it? Because it's outside of Seoul.
It's a rough joke.
Yeah. You remember Brandon Sager? He has.
Yeah, we love Brandon. Is it Brendan or Brandon?
Brandon.
Right, yeah, the guy who Uber Eats.
Yeah, he has this one joke about how he he delivers food for a living.
Yeah, on a bike.
Yeah, and then he says, "It's not what you think. I walk dogs."
These kids. These kids with their jokes. Yeah. We love them.
I'm a dog walker, and then he says, "I'm a Chinese food delivery guy," or something like that.
Just kills the dog. Listen, we're going for a walk, you little dog, and then he fucking murders it halfway through, shoves it in one of those little boxes.
Leash and salt and pepper and A1 sauce. He's like, all right, let's go.
Everybody.
Back in an hour, medium rare.
Anyway,
but no, I have with dogs, and then we got pet insurance, and my wife, I'm like, pet insurance, but then like my one dog tore her ACL, and without pet insurance, it's gonna be $8,000. and with pet insurance, it was $600.
Yeah,
So,
it's just to protect you.
Yeah.
Then
If
they
you're
can't
out
go. If you're out by yourself, they just fuck you. They charge you whatever the fuck they
if you're
want.
listening and you have a liver, if you have a dog or a cat, get pet insurance.
Yeah. You know what
Also-
my biggest pet peeve is? When they taste bad.
This guy's on fire.
Fucking, I don't know. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys start hanging out more.
Exactly.
You just pun each other to death. My pet peeve is when they taste bad. Anyway,
Well, you came out and you did that roast.
Yeah. And then I had to go to another show. That's why I left early.
And it was like, I told you, he came out and he did like 3 jokes in about 30 seconds and then just ran off the stage. It was,
so sorry.
Yeah, I told you I had to like
I
go
know,
for another
you're
show.
very funny. Everyone
Brian
was like-
forgets. He forgets stuff. You tell Brian stuff, he forgets.
yeah, everyone was
I
like,
had a blast. I had
yeah,
fun.
everyone's like, what happened to that guy Brian? I'm
I'll tell you what's not forgetting, his cirrhosis.
right. Roast. Oh, I wonder if he's all yellow and stuff. Oh, poor guy. I don't know.
Yeah, you turn yellow, right? I'm looking at the Asian guy.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
turn yellow when you have cirrhosis of the liver, right?
How long did he live? A week?
Fellow yellow.
Is that jaundice? What is that different?
I think that's jaundice or something.
Yeah, but that's like liver failure also.
Tell her to quit drinking because his doctor basically said if the next drink you have might just fucking put you over the top. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's gonna get cirrhosis, but he scared him straight.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. I mean,
But he's a dry drunk. He doesn't go to AA or anything.
No, I think he just was like, I don't need AA. I'm just not. I don't want to fucking kill my liver. You know.
Right.
yeah.
Because Kurt Metzger told me he stayed at a Tell's place years ago, and he was sleeping on like in the living room, the building he lives in, over on the west
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
And he goes, middle of the night, and Tell's going, oh,
Because he can't drink. It's the noise you make when you can't drink anymore.
oh! He was like,
Life without alcohol.
he was like moaning. Yeah, it'd be hard, man. I don't know. I mean, I have family members. I also think it's genetics. Like, I have family members that literally drink like animals their entire.
Yeah, but you can't drink a liter of vodka.
No, you can
That's
drink.
your liver's going, I can't do it. Like, I like you and everything, but I can't do it. That's what your liver's
10
telling
glasses
you.
of Pinot Grigio, right?
Yeah, you can drink wine, I think.
Yay!
I mean, even they say wine is good for you. They say 2 glasses of red wine is good for you, so 10's got to be
14.
great, right?
I'm the healthiest guy on the planet.
Right. Hey, everybody, I brought my own
Diarrhea,
bottle.
Shitting right, exactly.
No, red wine is good for you.
Yeah, so you should drink a little bit, but your wife doesn't drink, right?
Yeah, so if I drink red wine. I just get a bottle of red wine. A twist off, too.
Yeah.
Because you know what the most frustrating? Like if I go home and I have a bottle of red wine with a cork in it, and that cork breaks, I'm gonna
then
fucking
you have to push it
I'll
in.
be like a towel in the middle of the night screaming. So the twist, because again, I put it over ice. I don't give a fuck what it tastes like. It's a twist off. It's $11 on the place on 6th Avenue and 8th Street.
Right.
Shout out to them.
Oh, great place.
It's so funny. The black guys who sell like books and old videotapes,
Yeah.
they sell all this like merch, like old merch.
Right.
Right in front of the liquor store. So as soon as I get money, they just come by. It's
It's convenient.
there are no coincidences.
Get a bottle of Thunderbird.
Right. That was racist.
Well, sorry.
Well, I was just telling a story. You made it
are
racist. Anyway, shout out to Chad. I called into Chad's show in L.A.
Chad
Sam
Zumba?
Tripoli. Yeah, they were talking about because they had the Brody Stevens thing on
Comedy store, something like that.
yeah, on the Comedy Store Wake, they had it, and Brian Redband, I guess, had it on Periscope, so you can watch it. And I tried, like, a lot of times I didn't know the guys, but at one point the Sklar brothers were introduced, and they came out, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking hang myself. So I called those guys. I was like, the Sklar brothers, boy, they're awful. It's just they just talk. They talk over. It's like Gina. They talk over each other. I mean, I'm half kidding, but they talk over each other. Yeah, I don't even know when you're supposed to laugh if everybody's talking all the time. You know what I mean? That's the one good thing about it when you do it by yourself. Like when you get a breath, when you at the end of a joke, someone's not talking over your fucking joke,
Right,
over your
right.
punchline.
Right.
So I guess that's like a thing. So maybe they're good on the radio. I guess they do a lot of radio and they podcast and they do
like a sports show.
They have
I
a
think.
sports show, so it works, I guess, there because you don't need a lot of laughs with sports, right?
Fill the air, you know.
What kind of sports are you into other than karate?
I like. I've been watching this F1 documentary. You know F1?
Yeah,
I've been getting really into it.
Box?
Ours?
Yeah, the Formula One. Yeah, I've been getting into it. I like UFC. I like basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ping pong. I like playing ping pong. Table tennis.
Thank God you said that.
You really say this kid's a natural. I like ping pong.
You know what? You
That'd be
guys don't
funny.
like ping pong? Who doesn't like ping pong?
Oh my God, Asia! They have a fucking ping pong table on my third floor area, and
you
I
should
see
play.
two Asian guys walk down with their paddles.
Hell yeah.
I know it's gonna be 5 hours to listen to that fucking ping pong ball. Like it's fucking. They play forever. And I think they got him in because a lot of people in my building are Indian, like from India, not the fucking.
They're dot, not feather.
They're not Comanche, whatever.
Yeah, they're not from the reservation.
Yeah.
So
They don't have cirrhosis.
So they like to play ping pong. It's
the shit.
traditionally Asian sport. You know?
Yeah.
So these guys,
It's called ping pong.
they bring their own. Yeah, they bring their own fucking paddles, like they're bowlers with their own shoes and their own
Go all
ball.
out.
So it's on and on. Listen to ping pong when you don't want to listen to ping pong. It's fucking annoying as fuck.
Didn't Susan Sarandon left left that Tim Robbins?
Because he liked to play ping pong.
Yeah, she's like, ready for a game? She's like, well, I'm divorcing you. Like, wow, that was easy. No, some guy that owns, I think it's called like Pong or something, or maybe it's like a ping.
Video game.
It's like a ping pong. How old are you? Ping pong nightclub downtown where they have all these ping pong tables.
Yeah, it's called spin.
Spin. There you go. Spin. Yeah.
And he owns Spin.
Like Susan Sarandon, who's like 70 now, like
Those titties ain't retarded.
his titties are 62. So so she like left Tim Robbins for
Yeah, but that wasn't the only reason because she loved ping pong so much. So this guy why is he called spin if it's ping pong?
the ball. Like when you,
There's like
you
different spins.
spin.
Yeah.
Isn't spin like spin class like you're on a thing?
Like a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's stupid. Anyway, but he's wealthy from just ping pong outlets.
it sounds like something that you ask your parents for money for. You're like, I want to open a nightclub with ping pong tables. So like, all right, Shlomo.
They were doing that with pool halls everywhere. They were making like fancy pool halls in Manhattan, and then people would go and spend a lot of money. But I guess that got played out.
around still, I think.
Yeah, but maybe ping pong was like the new thing because you know how these people just get fucking. They want their own thing. They're like
Bored. And then bowling for a while was like cool. Like you go
bowling,
like flashing lights and you go bowling.
right? It's all just to get the women drunk.
Alcohol. Yeah, it's all alcohol
Yeah,
stuff.
just get people out of the house. You know, people live in these tiny apartments in New York, so they
You want to go out, honey?
right.
Where you want to go? We want to go play ping pong.
Exactly. Or like video karaoke. Now they have these escape rooms. Have you heard of escape rooms?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of these things, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell my sister about it.
Right? She's like pounding on the
My
wall.
dream. I'm trying to. She's going to the escape room.
Fuck her.
I should go to therapy. That's a fucked up dream.
At your age, what's the point?
That's true. That's what I tell my wife. I go, what are they going to fix?
Yeah, it's like
Even with my arm, my doctor's like, I want to take an X-ray. I'm like, I'm not pitching. I'm like, what do I need my arm for? I can do what I need to do. I'm not a fucking athlete.
spring training's a month away.
What are you going to do to me, doctor? She goes, go to the fucking where you get what do you call?
MRI?
No, where you get it, where they fix it, where you do the
Physical therapy.
yeah, something like that. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, no. Then they like you just gotta go like this for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and then it hurts.
You ever had any major accident?
I had a snowboarding thing and my knees all fucked up because of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's like cricks and clacks and stuff.
Do you have like a plate in there? Or like
No.
You meant to say cricks and cracks, and you said clicks and clacks.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
The kid, he's a good nature.
And then-
low-hanging
and then-
flute.
Yeah.
He's a
and then we play,
good-natured kid.
we have a bunch of comics that play football every week on Sundays.
All right.
Yeah, and like sometimes it just fucks it up.
Who's the quarterback? Dan Natterman?
It's fun. It's a lot of
No,
fun.
but you can't play. You just go and
I play, but I sometimes
just
when
touch, right? You're not playing tackle.
yeah, and then afterwards it'll just like be all
And where are you playing? In Astoria?
Long Island City. There's like right near the water. They have like a nice little park there.
Oh, yeah, I
Turf,
think I know
and
that.
It's great.
And who plays? Todd Alexander, or he's the coach?
No, like do you know Ben Rosenfeld?
No.
Ben Rosenfeld. All right, now for nothing. Team, we've got to do better today than we did yesterday. Let's go.
Have you met my agent, Ben Rosenfeld? Sounds like everybody's agent. Ben Rosenfeld.
Could you help me put this black stuff under my eyes?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Ben Rosenfeld.
Yeah.
Tell him to change his name to John Stewart. John Stewart had enough sense to change his name.
Yeah.
Before he even started, I never knew him as a whatever, John Leibowitz or whatever the fuck he was.
Right.
But Rosenfeld is only going to go so far.
Yeah, Exactly.
What about Brian Kim? Is that a good name?
Brian Kim's great. I told you should be auditioning. You should be acting because they're all in the future. It's all going to be Asian kids and fucking mixed race kids.
Yeah.
They're not going to have any white kids unless they have one, and it's going to be like gorgeous blonde hair, blue eyed. Because that's just the way it is. They everything's got to be fucking UN.
Diversity.
Diversity is the key.
Oh yeah.
It's like the fucking Oscars now. It's like they don't even give a shit. It just has to be diversity. You can't have like a white guy.
Yeah.
As a presenter, unless he's got some kind of unless he's been injured, unless he's a fucking veteran or something. You know what I mean? Because a white guy is like, what's his problem?
Well, what's his problem?
What happened to him? Yeah. What are we feeling sorry for him for? Did he hurt his knee in a fucking gangbang or something? Where'd you hurt your knee?
I'll never tell.
Snowboarding. Yeah.
I think I love that they're trying to rename the John Wayne Airport now.
They are? Because of that?
Because John Wayne's wasn't like a racist. I'm like, really? A guy born in 1909 was like a racist?
What did he say? He said black people.
Well, you know how they are, Bill. Late for every meal.
So they're going to change the name. They will change it, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's already called the Orange County Airport, right? He's just like the backup name, right?
No, it's the Harriet Tubman International Airport.
And every flight's late.
Yeah.
Every flight's late.
Every flight's late. Would you like grape soda or grape punch?
Oh, my God. Kool-Aid, motherfucker. This is first class. All right, we got to wrap it up.
No.
Brian, it was a pleasure.
Oh, thank you for
definitely
having
have you back. Yeah, you're a good sport.
I love it.
Do you have any plugs or something coming up? Or
I have a show on Thursday at Broadway Comedy Club. It's the late show.
okay.
What's the late show there?
I think it starts at 11 or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Julius books it or the club books it?
The club books it.
All right. Yeah. So you okay with money?
Yeah.
Your parents know you quit your job?
Yeah.
And they're upset or they're just riding it out?
I think they gave up on me, They're just like, do what you do. It's not like I'm getting money from them, I can handle my shit,
It's not, and they know you're not drinking or stuff like that?
Yeah.
So they're probably, if you were drinking, they'd be probably really worried.
Because last time I was unemployed, I was drinking heavily, and it was fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, shout out to the guy with cirrhosis.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Good luck.
Any
Best wishes.
social media stuff?
Brian Kim Comedy on Twitter, Brian Kim Comedy on Instagram and Facebook, Brian Kim Comedy.
Gotcha. And remember, just go to Brian P. McCarthy, go to the shop, Gay for Pay.
Is this still Gay for Pay?
Yep, sure is.
I can't believe they haven't shut that down.
Okay, well, yeah, I've got a great new T-shirt that says "See you next Tuesday," like cunt.
Yeah.
It says it's all spelled out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's clever.
That's a lot of letters to spell out. They little?
Only extra large.
Because cunts are usually big? Oh.
It was.
So they spell the whole thing? See you next Tuesday?
Yeah.
They spell C with a C?
No, SEEYOU.
You won't even get that.
Well, if you read it out, you will.
All right.
Listen,
It's on your website?
Yeah, BrianPMcCarthy.com.
Who put that up for you?
Bruce Fulton from the Hudson Media.
Hudson Web Development.
Web Development, yeah.
I heard he's your best friend now.
We're sweet to each other. He's a great guy.
No, he is. No, we saw him yesterday because he was locked out of his apartment.
Shit, what happened?
He was hanging out with us for a minute or two. Bruce is a good solid egg.
He is a nice guy.
We get a lot of solid eggs here. My wife's always like, "Oh, where you meet these fucking crazy people?" I'm like, Bruce is not crazy. I met him through doing podcasting.
No, it's good.
I mean, he lives in my building, but he heard about me on my fucking infamous Opie and Jim Norton episodes.
Jim Norton appearance, right? Well, as Brian always says, it takes a village.
Have you ever said that, Brian?
I haven't.
Never.
Anyway, God bless America. Shout out to my arm. And yeah, I'm gonna be with Shuli on this Saturday, and I'm gonna be in Valley Forge Friday this week.
All right,
Shuli, go to my website, Kevin Brennan 666.